Let's see, is everything up and running? All right, that's one. 2, 3. All right. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Okay, so hello. Fashionably late as always. Had to get stuff set up for the evening stream. Didn't finish everything I wanted to, but yeah. Got what I could done. Could do done. So we're going to do more Link to the Past streams. Not streams, runs. Well, we're going to do more streams, but only one stream today for Link to the Past. Not multiple. Maybe tomorrow. Got to see. Like, game I'm going to play this evening. Give it a go and see whether I want to do that for the afternoon tomorrow or just do it in the evening again. But, let me go ahead and get this set up real quick. Man, I hope it goes better than it did yesterday. Like, yesterday, I can't really blame the game too much yesterday. I mean, the game didn't really help out, but, mostly my fault yesterday. Yesterday I didn't play very well. Like, I don't really know what was going on. I was just distracted from start to finish and just kept going the wrong place or doing the wrong thing. Like, and then just like the play itself, there's some good spots, but a lot of bad spots too. So hopefully that gets ironed out today. Hopefully all goes better. So before we start, I remembered one thing I forgot to do. Just give me about 30 seconds. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, omatase. So, like, every now and then, I don't know what the cause is. I don't know whether it's how I sleep or just random stuff. Like, whether it's something I eat or anything like that. But, so like, my lower back molars, like, they've got a little bit of a point to them. I don't know if everybody's kind of like that or not. It's like I'm not looking at everybody's teeth or anything, so I have no idea. But the way that my tongue sits in my mouth, sometimes like the underside of my tongue, like that pokes in, the molars poke into there, and then I get like little cuts on the underside of my tongue. And this only happens like maybe once or, I would like to say once or twice a year, but it's more like probably like 3 or 4 times a year. And so it really hurts. And like talking's not too bad, but like if you've never had one of these, like one of the things I learned is that the nerve endings in like your tongue and in your mouth and like your teeth and everything, like they're wired around a lot of areas of your jaw and things like that. And on top of that, like in order to like try to avoid, you know, contact so it doesn't like get painful, like you probably also make some adjustments to how you move your jaw and everything. But I got one of those right now. So what I usually do is like I take like Listerine, like alcoholic Listerine, and then I wash out my mouth and kind of numbs it out, so it doesn't really bug me that much when I'm doing something like this. Like talking is not that bad. Like what's really sucks is eating. Like eating really sucks when it's bad. But so just I just wanted to kind of go over Listerine there and kind of nub it out before I do this. Kind of bothering me a little bit there for a second. It's funny, I had one on the left side of my tongue a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, oh, okay, it's nice to get rid of, and I got one on the right side of my tongue right now. So there you go. Joys of life. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. With yesterday's runs, I was able to get my summit bests down below 156. A very nice time right now, if you can see it. Yeah, it's funny, I didn't get, like, I didn't really get those things until I was like 20. In my 20s, like mid-20s. And then since then, like, I get them fairly regularly. And again, like, I don't know if it's something to, oh, this is just terrible. Let's just try that again. I don't know if it's something to do with, like, the fact that my back teeth are a little bit sharper than they need to be, because sometimes I'll get on the underside of my upper lip, and it's the same thing there, like, my canines are kind of sharp, and so, like, those will, like, what it causes them is, like, my teeth poking into my, well, not my gums, like, the underside of my lip, and, like, I think part of it's, like, if I, like, sleep on the side of my face or something, it's, like, you know, shoved in there for the whole night, like, sometimes that happens, I think, but couldn't say for sure. Oh, happy Saturday to you. Hope you're doing well. All right, let's try that again. 3, 2, 1, go. So I really don't know if it's got anything to do with age or not. I mean, it might. I know, I really remember my teeth feeling this, like, sharp when I was younger. Yeah, by all means, don't type while you're driving. On that note, went to Costco yesterday. As I was shopping around, saw a guy pulling around a pallet of stuff Like one of the Costco employees pulling around a pallet of stuff while he's looking at his smartphone and typing on it. Kinda irks me. Those pallets weigh a lot. The thing is, like, I worked in a warehouse when I was younger, and like any country that's got decent regulations and safety standards, like especially with like towing around stuff like that, like using forklifts or any kind of, you know, like heavy objects or heavy machinery, like I doubt there's any way that anyone's going to say it's okay to be doing that. I doubt it. Last time's kind of garbage. Oh, come on, man. What am I doing? Oh, sloppy play from yesterday just continues. Ooh. Thank you for the raid. What is that? Daysol Shine Lake? Maybe that's Shine Lake. Tried to read that as Japanese for a second. Welcome to all of those viewers. Just got started here a few minutes ago. Runs off to a little bit of rough start here, but let's see if I can pull this out. Thank you, sir. It's really messy right now. How are we doing? Ooh. I just don't know where my brain has been since yesterday. I'm just making all kinds of mistakes I shouldn't be making. I don't think it's supposed to be Shinelake. Probably Shine Lake. Daysol Shine Lake, I think, if I had to guess, that would be the pronunciation. It's fine. It's fine. It's going to continue like, oh my, man, it's just movement right now is absolute trash. Let's just go. Shine Lake でいいです。あ、よかったです。Oh, come on. What? I don't understand that either. Like, lately, that guy's... Whatever. Ugh. I guess it's because I changed my routing going up in there. Like, that's somehow affecting the path he's on when I get to him. It's really weird that he's just in the way sometimes lately. See how we're doing here. Well, if I can just get to the shovel game, I'll be happy. And just, man, yesterday that was a struggle. Oh, movement's so bad. Oh, come on. Apologies. Man, what has happened to me? Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.ようわからんが最近のプレイがちょっとな。最近っていうか、昨日から。よいしょ。Alright. Let's get it together. A lot of times I can blame it on RNG, but like this, I really can't blame any of this on RNG last couple days. This is all, it's me not playing well. Wide line there. That was okay. Doing all right. A little bit of bad line there. Leave me alone. Don't come after me. Oh, come on. Oh, my lord. What's going on? Can't believe how much time I just lost. God. Like 4 seconds there. All right. Oh. Uh-oh. I can see a reset in my future. Oh, Lord. Not dead yet. They tried. I'm gonna be careful here. These guys will just, ooh, they shoot out of nowhere. Alright. Okay, got through the most dangerous room. Everything after this is mostly okay. One. Somehow survived. Nanimo kikoitemasen. All right, let's go. We made it. Oh. No, whatever. All right. All right. Should have handled that better. Okay. That's better. Okay. Oh, don't get in my way, dude. Nice. Alright. Hopefully this goes better than it went all day yesterday. Oh. Yep. Oh. God. There we go again. I should have shot 2 arrows there. Actually, I don't even know if I had time to shoot off 2 arrows, but... I don't know, I've been taking a little bit closer line recently to try to cut some time down there, and that opens up new problems I'm not used to dealing with. If I take a little bit longer route around the outside there, I don't have to deal with that problem, but also go slower. Oh. It's whatever. Already giving away half a second, but whatever. Just gonna go. I don't know. Probably if I'm being honest about some of my problems the last couple days. I started trying to do a few things I used to not do, and it's caused some changes that I wasn't expecting. Really should have tried to practice more of these things instead of just kind of winging it. Oh, come on, man. Now me messing up that, like, I don't know why I've been messing that up recently. I was getting that right every time for over a month, and now... Oops, that's not right. Gotta do that again. There we go. Like, all this resetting is really not good for you either, because then the resetting starts to become a habit. I really try to avoid it as much as possible. I still, like, I've been doing this for approximately 2 months at this point. So, I mean, there's still a long way for me to go. I'd say, like, the biggest issues right now are mostly just consistency and movement. I understand what I need to do, what I have to do. All that kind of stuff's fine at this point, but... movement's just not very consistent and a little sloppy. But I am, despite all that, I'm proud to have been able to get this under 2 hours glitchless. Not the most amazing accomplishment in the world, but when I first started doing that was the baseline goal. Because when I was a kid and playing this game, I used to speedrun it by myself. Like, I'd look at the clock on my VCR. This was dumb. I'd look at the clock on my VCR and then use that to time myself. And back then, I always thought I could beat it in under 2 hours. And I think when I was younger, like, the fastest I probably ever did it was like maybe 2 hours and 50 minutes or so, 2 hours and 30 minutes, something like that. Never could get it under 2 hours, so... Many years later, I've gotten it. It makes me happy, but now that I'm actually kind of doing this semi-seriously, I would like to be able to get this glitchless run down to 1 hour and 55 minutes or so. Like the 1 hour 55 minute mark. Like, I'm pretty sure if you asked one of the very top runners of this game to do something like that, they could probably get it closer to about an hour and 50. But well, those people's movement is immaculate. Oof. I'm not quite there yet. And it's this game, like, it really, movement is almost everything. It's not everything, but it's almost everything. And if your movement's not pixel perfect, you're going to constantly lose time to the best players. Just little by little, you bleed out. Alright. That makes up for that last room. Oh, you almost tried to block the door. That happened in almost 2 months. Oh, don't go up there, man. That sucks. Just like that rat running up into that corner alone is like two seconds at least. 603. Oof. Well, I kind of imagine it as such, rating the channel. I feel like I've seen the name before somewhere. Like, the speedrun leaderboards are sort of active right now. Like, for 100%, there's not too many people with recent runs up. Like I was talking about on a earlier stream, the top, like the top or near top guy, Zelda's been running again recently. Did I post mine? No. Not yet. Or actually, I need to go through the entire video myself. Like, I was going through... I told you yesterday, like, I was kind of looking at some of my past streams and kind of comparing different sections, and one of the things I noticed is that, sometimes my video gets a little bit choppy. And so... I actually need to go through that run and see if it runs smooth. If it's a little bit too choppy, I may not be able to submit it. I'm still not even sure if I want to submit it. It would be what, tied for, I think it'd be tied for 122nd, and it still leaves me in like the bottom half. Would kind of like to get into the top half. I mean, again, to be fair, like, that would be a glitchless run being submitted into a non-glitchless category, but just a note on that, part of the reason I ran glitchless is because you might be able to tell just from looking, but like, I'm not using an emulator for this. I'm running this on a Super Famicom Mini, so the Japanese Super Nintendo, like, classic. So this is not the 1.0 Japanese version, so a lot of the more useful and necessary glitches to get a very, very top time are not available in this version of the game. So I just decided, well, if I can't use all the glitches, I might as well use none of them. Oh. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, that's why it says no major glitches. It's still got a fair amount of glitches. It's just they're not like out of bounds glitches or things like that. Things that allow you to skip, like, oh my lord. Things that allow you to skip like major portions of the game. One other thing that I need to work on is a bad thing for a streamer to say, but unfortunately, the more I talk, the worse I play. And that is not an excuse, that's just a statement of fact. Something I need to get better at. I just haven't been, I honestly, I just haven't been doing this long enough. I figure I'll get better with time, but, you know, there's just there's no replacement for experience. You're talking to a guy with still only a few hundred hours of doing this versus, you know, some people have been doing this for thousands of hours. Like, even with just A Link to the Past alone, I don't even know if I have 100 hours of streaming this game or not yet. When I think about it. Maybe. I'm probably got over 100 hours. I don't know if I have 200 hours yet. There is never, ever, ever, ever going to be a replacement for experience. At least not for a human, anyway. Oh, hey, Ada. How you doing? I don't know why I re-dashed there. This route is a bit of a Frankenstein route. Composed of viewing other people's 100% routes. Which, unfortunately, you can't just imitate entirely because, well, those 100% routes that you're going to find for the most part are no merge glitches routes, which are a little bit different. So it's a little bit of a mix of that and then just my own improvisations upon it. It's mostly the same, but there's a few areas where I have to do things differently just because there's some things I can't do. Oops. Not a good line there. Like getting the race game heart piece there, that's kind of a... That's a little bit of a vestige from when I first started doing this, and I wasn't really good enough to get to the Desert Palace without taking a decent amount of damage. So I used to route it so that when I pick up the heart piece on the cliff, I'd get a heart refill. I don't really worry about that anymore, but I've just kind of kept it in there. Like I really should be moving it to right after doing the shovel game, but this run is mostly designed around me being able to finish it. So, you know, I don't like runs ending because I died. Simply put. Like, if a run ends because I did something stupid or it's just too slow, that's one thing, but it's because I died. This kind of bugs me, so as much as possible I tried to make sure that didn't happen. So I kind of routed the runs that way. As I'm slowly improving at the game, I'm cutting those things out a little bit at a time, but some of them are still in there. That's one example. Oh, that was coming. Knew I was going to hit it too. I just should have stopped. Oh, come on, man. What? Why would I hit that? Why would I hit that? I don't get it. It's not moving. You see it right there. Just hit the button. To be quite blunt, like part of the reason things like that happen is just because I've gotten older. And well, when I was younger, I played games a whole lot. Once I started working, I played a lot still, but just not as much. And some of those twitch reflexes just aren't as good as they were when they were younger. Like, one of the things that I do is after a run, if like I complete a run and it's a pretty decent run, since this game has Kirby Superstar on it, like I'll open up a Kirby Superstar and I better concentrate here. Wow, this is not going to go well. I apologize for that. That was terrible. That was awful. Oh my lord. How many seconds am I going to be behind? 25? Yeah. Alright, that's fine. Like, honestly, I just kind of need to push through this. Back of my brain right now is screaming reset. You can do like 40 seconds better than this. But I'm gonna keep it up for right now. Oh my lord. But getting back to what I was talking about there before I embarrassed myself in that boss fight. So like Kirby Superstar, like one of the mini games they've got on there is kind of like a samurai showdown thing. And all it is a test of your twitch reflexes. So Mark shows up on the screen and you're supposed to press the button as fast as you can. And if you press it fast enough, you beat the CPU. If you press it too slow, you lose. It's just like, you know, a samurai duel kind of thing. It's just one shot. So in order to beat Stage 4, there's like 5 challenges on normal level. And Stage 4 is DDD. If you, well, you know who that is if you played Kirby. But to beat him, you have to get a 12. And what 12 is that is 12 hundredths of a second. Now, when I was younger, I used to be able to consistently beat him and get the Meta Knight. Now, Meta Knight requires much faster reflexes, and I couldn't really beat Meta Knight, but I could always, not always, but usually I would beat DDD. Since I've been doing it lately, I haven't been able to beat DDD once. And that is age, unfortunately. And like those little hundredths of a second, like they don't feel like much just in everyday life, but when you're doing stuff like this, those hundredths of a second here and there make all the difference. And since I've started playing again, my reflexes on that game have gotten better, but they are still not at where they were at when I was in my early teens in elementary school. I don't know if I'll ever be able to get back there, but I at least need to try to get back to where my reflexes are good enough to allow me to do something like this without making too many mistakes. Well, that's lovely. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's what I wanted to see. And they didn't pull any punches this time. That's pretty rough. They didn't give me too much I could do about that. I don't know. Maybe, maybe like the really good people know how to deal with that. Like, I'm not really sure how to deal with some of the hits I took there. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, what the? Uh-oh. Run. Okay. Oof. So like my current PB, that 1 hour, 58 minute, 46 seconds, I got that approximately a week ago. Now, fortunately or unfortunately, that was a rather quiet day in terms of chat. So, oh Lord. Something tells me that kind of had something to do with it. But I can't complain about that. For obvious reasons. Like, that's just... I have to get better at splitting my attention between two things. Not only that, like, I think part of it too is... This is probably something streamers who have been doing this for a long time can speak to better than I can, but... Learning when to pick your spots. You know? Like, a lot of times it's just something as simple as that. Alright, this is a time where you should probably pay more attention. This is a time where probably not going to hurt you too much if you're talking. Like that kind of thing. Alright, let's see. Oh. Sorry. That was actually some kind of bug's fault. Something was crawling on my arm there. A little fly distracted me. So I had to take my hand off the controller for a second, and unfortunately it was right at the wrong time. Alright. See, that's the thing, like, I don't want to... I don't want to even begin to phrase it like, you know, like, bother me or something like that, because, okay, so what the hell are you doing, you know? Like, okay, well, if it's going to bother you, and don't do it on stream. But, I don't know, I mean, part of the thing with RTAs, if you don't do them on stream, then you run into major problems of, whether or not what you're doing is legit or not. And those are entirely legitimate questions, because... sad as it is, there are a lot of people who will just cheat with things like this. Some people who even manage to do this while streaming, but... I mean, just this week there was, there was some guy, I mean, was not an RTA person, it's some guy that posts like VODs of challenges that he was supposedly doing, and... From the looks of it, a lot of what he was posting was just, him cutting up stuff and making it look like... Oh, what am I doing? See, that's another area where... talking about me distracted, but that's my fault. Oh, that's a bad line. Came in on a bad line. So the dash was on a bad line. But it does kind of bring light to the fact that, you know, if you're doing stuff like that and you're not doing it live on stream, you don't have the raw footage for it or anything like that, it's really kind of hard to take it seriously. So, this is just going to have to be something I figure out how to do well while talking. That's another thing I think is just experience. But I will also say I've never been the best at splitting my attention. Oh, come on. never been the best at splitting my attention. Like, this is something, like, when I drive, I have to be careful about too, because, like, when I drive with friends in the car, like, okay, like, I've never been in a wreck, okay, so you don't have to worry about that. But what will happen is, so, when I'm driving, like, just to kind of put it in simple terms, so there's, you know, not getting into wrecks, and then there's paying attention to where you're going in terms of, you know, like, where to make turns and things like that. And so, I guess a simple way of putting it is that, like, I can handle 2 things at once pretty well, but then when you get it to, like, 3, then I can get in trouble. So, like, I can handle, so if you couldn't make a list of 3 things, so it's like, you know, drive the car where it needs to go, don't get in a wreck, and talk. So pick 2. And so, like, especially if I'm going somewhere I'm not used to going, like if I've got somebody in the passenger seat and I'm kind of talking to them while I'm driving, like, I'll miss turns. I didn't believe I was on the right pixel for that DoorDash, that key dash. I called it DoorDash. Just didn't trust it. Oh, this was not very lucky. I mean, it tends not to be a problem if it's somewhere that I go all the time. It's just like if I'm driving somebody home or something like that, like, then it can happen a lot. Oh, come on. Like, this is really one of the sections of the run that I have kind of taken for granted, and I shouldn't be. Like, I really need to practice this more. It's way too rough. Like, my times here are wildly inconsistent. Ooh, 3220. That's... oof. Jesus. So in terms of the run, like, you look at the times there, I picked up 30 seconds. Oh. Guess I didn't have it charged. Oh well. Picked up 30 seconds on that last split, and that's because on the PB, actually, on that last dash, where you run by the bumper, I hit that bumper and fell into the hole twice. Alright. Where are we at 2? We're gonna go 4 again? Will be a 5 today? Hey, this guy's really been a jerk lately. 3. I think it was Monday this week. He gave me 9 in a row. Finished with 11 on that fight. I thought that was bad, and then the next fight was a 7. So we're at 4 now, right? Yeah, that was a 4. The PB was a 1, so like I lose a decent amount of time here. Anyway, we'll take this to the shovel game, see what happens. I'm gonna be... that was 40-second loss? Jesus. Oh, come on, man. LA, I have been to LA once, and that was to visit a friend that I met while I was over here. And he did all the driving. You know, because, well, it was his car, and for obvious reasons, but... yeah, like, LA seems like a really not fun place to drive. I think that was the first place I got introduced to timers to merge onto the freeway. The last time I went home, they had added them back where I live, or used to live in the US. But yeah, like I don't understand why those are supposed to help with traffic. Honestly, seems like they just make things worse. But yeah, so it's like when you take the on-ramp to get onto the freeway, like there's kind of like a stoplight there that only lets like a few people through at a time, or like one at a time or something. I can't remember how it works anymore, but it used to be like you just turn on the on-ramp and then you just get up to speed and go, but now it's kind of like they use a timer to kind of space it out. I don't know, some civil engineer or something like that decided that was a good idea somewhere. I have no idea why. I would like to see the study on it myself, but I'm sure they did it for a reason. Yep, this is a disaster already. If I get hit again, I'm in real trouble. Time-wise. That stupid pig really screwed me, though. I don't know, I mean, like, maybe, like, when traffic is really, really awful, it does something. But just, like, during regular times, it seems like it's just in the way. Like, after having visited New Zealand, I'm a little bit more of a fan of roundabouts versus traffic lights. Like, not stopping the flow of traffic is kind of important in terms of not creating traffic jams. And roundabouts are a lot better at that. Oh, just to clarify, glitchless includes no bomb jumps. Well, I don't personally consider... Well, there it is. I have done it now. I don't personally consider bomb jumps in and of themselves to be a glitch. Although, this one, the one for the hammers, is a glitch. I mean, because it's sending you over a barrier that you're not supposed to be able to cross under any circumstances. But just like jumping over a hole with a bomb, to me, I don't really consider that a glitch personally. Just because, I mean, well, they blow you through the air. And you getting blown across a hole is a natural consequence of that. The game clearly designed it that way. As far as I'm concerned, that's fine. That one heart right there is like a 5-second difference, unfortunately. I'm not sure the exact time on it. All I know is it's costing me time. Thank you, pig. Oh man, over 40 minutes here. It's been a long time since I've seen that. That's why you lose time there. Got to do that extra menuing. Got the dash, can't dash because I gotta do this. Oops. Oh boy. What a disaster this is. Alright. That's fine. Mostly got through it. Guess I was a little bit late on the first camera. Oh. Tend to be better at things when I have to wing it than follow a script. Eh. Wasn't too bad. One fireball helps. Felt a little sluggish though. Unfortunately, I'm not good enough to hammer the weak spot on his head. How much time am I going to lose here? I'm going to lose another 10 seconds, maybe 15. This wasn't the worst run through of this dungeon I've ever had by a long shot, but it wasn't the best either. Yeah, there's another 10 seconds or so. That's too bad. That's fine. If my recent luck is any indication, RNG games are about to put the nail in the coffin of this run anyway, so... If that's what happens, that's what happens. I have no attachment to this run at the moment. I mean, as far behind as I am right now, I actually still have a fairly good chance to PB it if the RNG games work out in my favor, because... Hold on. Ah, it's too late throwing it. A little bit too late throwing it there. I still got a decent chance to PB just because I had a horrible split on Turtle Rock where I lost 45 seconds, and then the Ganon fight had him teleporting all over the place. So there's actually a decent amount of time to be recovered there. And then Ganon's Tower, if I run it well, I can pick up another 20 seconds there too. So there's still hope if RNG comes out in my favor, but that's a pretty big if. And honestly, I prefer it didn't on this run. I'd like to save it for a better run if that's going to happen. Yes, I understand about that. I understand that there's no such thing as saving it for a better run, but it just feels that way. Uh-oh. That may not have been a good place to put that. Come on. Let me go. Whew. But the colors, the numbers pop a lot more than they used to, though, yeah. We're kind of fixing the coloring on that split display. Made it a lot easier to see, I think. Oh, come on. Well, won't be a 1. On the PB, both this and the treasure box game are a 1 and a 1. So, anything that's not a 1 is going to be losing time. I'm just gonna dig until I find it. Bear with me. Just good practice. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's too bad. Wasted a dig too. Oops. 36, so... I don't know what the maximum number of digs you can get out of this. Like, I've gotten 37 before. I feel like if I was really, really super efficient, I could get 38. But that kind of feels like the cap. I don't know, can people do more than that? That was not good. Six again. Yep. Just luck not on my side with this one, for sure. And sometimes I just like to do this until I find it, just out of, I don't know if you want to call it shot and fraud or whatever, but I just enjoy the spectacle of it. I think my record right now is 11. Now, to be fair, part of the reason it was 11 is I do stuff like that, where I didn't dig very well, but it wasn't entirely that. I mean, regardless, like 11's a lot. My current record for a treasure box game is 20. This is what, attempt number 5 or 6? Kind of lost count here. Oh, come on. I really need to get the dig count up to around 37. Oh, come on. Like I'm clinking even once, it's almost impossible for me to get 37. I can clink twice and still get 36, but... I think that was 35 again. Ugh. How long will it take for this garbage to show up? What'll happen first? I get the hard piece or hit the ruby cap? I said ruby, I meant rupee. Man. Sometimes the game is just not on your side. Hey, there it is, finally. Yay. Yay. That was, what, number 8, maybe? Alright. Boom. Put that out of its misery. Alright. What time is it? Still 6:40. Still got enough time to get a run in here, if things work my way. Alright. The reset button there. Oof. Real warm in here. Let's turn down the AC. There we go. Alright. Ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Now that I am properly warmed up, hopefully we can make something of this. Oh, lucky there. Ooh. Thought for a second I'd missed that. Go. Please don't mess this up. There we go. There we go. That's the me I know. Clank, 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 clank. Really looking forward to the Adventures of Elliot coming out next month. It's a little bit different style than this, but it's, you know, top-down 2.5D view action-adventure game. And while Square Enix maybe not putting out titles of the quality that they were famous for in the past, a lot of stuff they've been making lately, especially like the 2D, 2.5D stuff, has been pretty good. So I'm hoping that is going to be no exception to that. I don't know, like, everything people are saying so far and what I've seen of it looks pretty positive, so I am cautiously optimistic. Of course, then I was also cautiously optimistic about their latest Valkyrie profile and Star Ocean releases, and well, I guess they can't all be winners. That's about all I can say with regards to that, I suppose. Triangle Strategy I need to play. Like, I bought that game for the Nintendo Switch when it came out, and then I haven't really touched it. But I'm understanding that one's a pretty good one, too. Much better than last time. After the Zelda runs today, I'm going to be playing another Crab's Treasure. Oops. Don't ask me how that happened. I don't even know why that happened. It's like my thumb got stuck. But, Yeah, viewer, subscriber kind of requested I played that, so I was looking for a new game to play this weekend. Finished Expedition 33 earlier this week, and like every weekend, if I'm not playing something, or if I finish something, I try to look something new to play, so going to be playing another Crab's Treasures today. I haven't played a Souls-like since Elden Ring last year, which is not a Souls-like. I mean, it's technically not a Souls game, but it is a Souls game. Everybody knows what I mean by that, but kind of looking forward to that. Like, I enjoy those kinds of games. Guess I need to make a death counter now that I've thought about it. One thing I would like to do eventually is I would like to actually go back through the Souls games. Demons, Dark, both, and finish those without dying. Like, no hit run's a little bit much, but no death seems doable. That is something I would like to do in the future. I don't know what I'm going to do about Demon Souls, though. Like, I'm one of the people who was quote-unquote in on the ground floor. Like, I didn't buy the game at launch because I didn't even know it had released. And that's largely Sony's fault because, well, for those who don't know too much about the release of that game, it was in development, I forget by who, and it was going poorly, and so they got Miyazaki and FromSoft. I can't remember if FromSoft was there from the beginning or what, but Miyazaki came in kind of the middle and when the development was not going well, and he kind of took it over and turned it into what became eventually Demon Souls. But, like, a lot of people have probably heard this story. When a Sony exec got his hands on the game before release, he was playing a demo of it. Like, he played it a little bit, kept dying, and said, "This game sucks." Now, as things turned out, obviously he was proven wrong on that, but, yeah, like, there was no expectations for the game when it released, and Sony was so down on it that they didn't even bother to publish it outside of Japan. That was why Atlas ended up publishing Demon Souls in Europe and North America. But, like, I got the game about 2 months after release because back then the PS3 really didn't have very much to play on it, especially for somebody like me. And because at the time, like, FPSs had kind of become all the rage and people were big on Western development and things like that. So, wow, that was... okay, game. But anyway, so there wasn't much to play, especially in terms of, like, you know, like, what people might consider, like, Japanese-style games. So I was looking for something, and I saw that, and just saw, like, the picture of the, like, the fluted knight on the cover, looking like, you know, he was dead or whatever, and said, well, you know, this kind of looks interesting, and I looked at who was publishing and development, because I always look at that, and I saw it was Sony, so I was like, okay, oh, well, that was just dumb. That was just dumb. That's me talking and not thinking about what I'm doing. Sorry. Anyway, and then I saw FromSoftware's development, and I knew FromSoft for making the Armored Core games. So I was like, okay, I'll give this a shot. And so I played it, and then, like, I kind of had the same experience that Sony exec did at the start, where it was like, I just kept dying. I was like, well, what the hell is this game? But I kind of stuck it out because I didn't have anything else to play. And, like, I just remember clearing the first stage was one of the most rewarding feelings I had had playing a game in a long time. And I ended up, you know, playing through the whole game. I really loved the game. And so, like, I recommended it to my brother when I learned that they were going to be publishing it overseas. And my brother played it, and he really liked it. And, like, that was kind of how that game got sold and advertised. Like, Sony spent no money on it. They literally spent, like, no money on advertising or anything like that for that game. It was completely word of mouth, and this was before like social media and things like that had gotten like even half as big as they are now. So it was more or less, you know, entirely like word of mouth between gamers on how that game got spread around. And, you know, it's actually, at the time, it was considered like a really kind of important lesson for, you know, like how well could a game potentially sell if you didn't spend any money at all on advertising and you just relied entirely on player word of mouth. Now these days, like streamers and things like that exist, so like you don't really have to worry about that. Like if a good game exists, like somebody generally tends to find it, and then one way or another, you know? But back then, like that was actually something that nobody even thought was possible. But that was kind of how I got into the Souls games, and like for me, like the Demon Souls remake got released and I saw it, and while the gameplay is mostly intact, my understanding, like I just saw the videos of the game and it just didn't feel like the original game just from watching it. Like just a lot about it just kind of felt a little bit off. And I know a lot of people kind of like the remake, and there's also a lot of people who really don't like the remake. I haven't played it, so like I can't say one way or the other, but I also don't really want to play it either. So, like for me, if I'm going to play that game again, I want to play the PS3 version. And I have the disc, and I have PS3s, but I don't know if this PS3 is going to work anymore. I haven't turned one on in almost a decade at this point. They're both... I've got a Japanese one and a US one. They're both the original fat ones that have PS2 and PS1 hardware. I guess it's just PS2 hardware built into them, so they're fully backward compatible. But that also means that they were the ones that Sony didn't do a good job with applying the thermal paste onto them, so over time the thermal paste wore down and you ran into overheating problems, which led to the yellow light of death, is my understanding of that hardware issue. And the US PS3, like I used mainly, and that one towards the end, it would sometimes just turn off in the middle of a game. Like the power would just cut out. It wasn't like a yellow light or anything, it's just like the power just cut out. And I'd turn it back on and it'd be fine. So, that one probably needs to have its thermal paste reapplied, or it may need a reballing even, like I'm not even sure. The Japanese one should technically be fine. So as long as like time and everything else hasn't done a number on it, I'm hoping not. So I could potentially use that to play it if I ever wanted to. No. Oh, come on. This run's technically better than the last one. Technically. Not too terribly happy with it, but I've been running my mouth the whole time, so I can't be too upset about it either. I mean, to be fair, like I've got a lot more experience on the light world half of this run than the dark world half, for obvious reasons. Like I can understand why the 100% run is much more popular than the 100% run, because just taking out those two RNG games in the middle that can absolutely wreck a pristine run is very appealing. That and the fact it's just faster. I don't know, like I've always just... Like I'm the kind of person that if I play a game, especially like a PS5 game or a PlayStation game, like I have to platinum it. And so like with this game, like I just like get everything. My desire to 100% things has, in the last few years, become a burden, honestly. Like, a lot of games these days, like, there's just too much weird, busy work put in them, and especially the trophies that make you, like, complete bestiaries and things like that, and then there's missable fights and things, and I would like to break the habit, honestly. Either that or I'd like people to design their trophies or their games a little bit more sensibly. One of the two. I can't remember the last time I came here with full hearts. Am I going to make it? Nah, he's probably going to hit me. He's probably going to hit me. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get out there. Yep. That's okay. Alright, I can't do worse than last time. Oh, come on, man. Lost track of which one was which. This was the stronger one. Okay, that was much better than before. I can live with that one. That's a little bit more on the lines of par for me. I've 3-cycled him here and there in the past. I think I got one yesterday. Yesterday or the day before. Never 2-cycled him though. Like, that's really impressive. The people that can do that. I mean, I'll admit, like, for me to 3-cycle him, I need him to kind of play along a little bit, but I'm definitely better at this than I was 2 weeks ago, and a lot better than it was a month ago. I mean, that fight. I mean, overall, you know, definitely way better than I was 2 weeks ago and a month ago, but alright. What do we got? I should have dashed. Alright. This is certainly better than last time. What? Oh, that's why. Ah. You know, I always counted that out before. And then I stopped because like, I don't need to count it anymore. And then that happens. Alright, maybe I should just keep counting it again. Uh-oh. Okay. Ooh. Thought I did it to myself again. Hey, that was close. Hey, a clean run. Look at that. It's possible. Yeah, me and the rocks on this mountain have a hate-hate relationship. Or maybe I should call it a love-hate relationship. I hate them and they love hitting me in the face. Especially when I'm on the stairs. Oh, wait. Alright, where's this stupid fly? Landed on my arm. At least it's not a mosquito. Oops, a little bit late on the trigger there. Alright. Okay, can I get it? Sometimes I really mess this up. Hate how I get caught on that orb. That was okay. If I hadn't gotten caught on the orb, it would have been good. Oh man. Can't believe I didn't get hit. Oh, you suck. Should have slashed him. Shouldn't have left him there. Now I'm gonna have to deal with it again. Things you don't have to deal with if you do bomb jumps, folks. Joys of Glitchless. Oh, no. I was 100% gonna run into that. Don't. Thank you. Had him come under me and knock me off the other day. Been nervous ever since. That was a good run he did that on. Oh. Oh boy. Well, I don't know, maybe better runners than me have a solution for that. I don't know what I was supposed to do there. Usually at some point he charges at me. He's just gonna run around all over the place like that. That's kind of a tough situation. I mean, I guess I could have tried to chase after him. But I mean, that's... good luck. It'd be one thing if you could outrun him somehow, but he's moving that fast. You really are just kind of guessing at a certain point. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. That's better. Good old 12 count. Did I get it? Yes. Okay. Oh, come on. Don't get it. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, man. How did I do that? Never do that. Now, I would appreciate a Ganem giving me something less than a 3. I haven't had one of those in basically since the PB. On the other hand, I have had like 4 and above pretty much every time this week. It's been rather impressive bad luck, honestly. Like on a 50-50, I've been hitting like batting like 30%. Oh, come on. I know I hit that button. Until I practice this room, clink and spin it is. Like I haven't put any significant amount of time in practicing that room, doing it a different way. Let's just go with old reliable. It's not the fastest way, but it is absolutely the most reliable way. Oh man, come on. Why'd you aggro? No surprises, please. We'll just stay over there. Oh. A little unfortunate there. 1, 2, 3. Thanks for standing next to the door. 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on. Okay. Yep. That's what it's for. That is literally what it's for. Yep, I am going to do that. Got the request, and it was cheap on the it was really cheap on the PS5. It was like $9 US. So I was like, okay. Like $25 on Steam. And being on the PS5 really helps too, like... This computer's not in condition to be trying to play a 3D game, run a V model, and stream at the same time. Yeah, I was surprised how cheap it was. Luckily, it was on sale. Like, regular price, it's actually a little bit more expensive than Steam, but it was on sale 60% off, so... Oh, there that went. Oh well. Man, just can't let me have 2 cycles recently. You just gotta drag it out to that 3rd one, don't you? Alright, it's gonna be close to dead heat with the PB. A little bit disappointing, but eh. RNG, go to RNG. Eh, 3 seconds back, that's not that bad. Oh, what? Alright. Alright. Okay. That's fine. You do your thing, game. It's clearly my fault, but I still don't understand why he stopped dashing. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that second bomb. Always a pleasure. Don't bonk, please. Getting back to the crab game prices, just so we're clear here, like, I'm converting yen prices to dollars, so depending on where you are, if you look at the price, it's going to be very different. It's like 1,400 yen versus 3,300 on Steam. So if you go on there looking for it and it's like, that's not the price. Oh, that's why. Right now, the Japanese yen is 160 to $1, which is pretty much the worst it's been since I've been alive. Well, that's not true. It's the worst it's been since I've been in Japan. Not since I've been alive. Since I've been alive, it's actually been a lot higher than that. It was at 200 something at one point, maybe even 300 something. I believe. It's been a while since I looked at the chart that far back. Yep, I miss when it was like 100 yen to the dollar. Like, that was really easy to calculate. Of course, then my first few years over here, it got down to where it was like 80 yen to the dollar. And if you were ever thinking of going back to the US, like, that was a steal, because it was like, man, I'm making money hand over fist. But then for some reason, the Japanese government got the idea, hey, let's inflate the hell out of our currency. That'll make things better for Toyota. And it did, but it didn't really help out anybody else. Poor menuing there. Like, I really just got to put those menus in my head. I just can't do it off of reflex. I've got to just memorize. I got to memorize the menus, like I got to do, but memorize the input so I don't even have to think about it. Ooh, I didn't think I was going to hit. You thought you had me, didn't you, red squid thing? On the corner. Significantly faster than last time. And then with just like how much money they spent during COVID and a bunch of other things, like the yen ain't worth what it used to be. Finishing the previous conversation. But that is one of the small benefits of it right now. Oh, what am I doing? Oh. What the... I guess my finger must have accidentally come off the B button there. Yeah, that's not been a positive thing. I'll just put it that way. It's like people will talk about, oh, you know, you got tourists spending money, but like one of the things that's also done is killed local tourism. And that's the thing, like all these places that people from outside the country come to visit, it's not like Japanese people never went there. So like foreign tourism is up, but like local tourism has been hurt in a lot of ways by all this stuff. There's just a myriad of issues that come with stuff like that. Long story short, on my opinion of it, people, don't turn your country into a theme park for other people. You will regret it in the long run. Treat your country like a home, not a tourist destination. Yeah, like, I mean, look, a lot of people just don't... Oh, that sucks. A lot of people just don't know how to act. At the end of the day, like, all those lost hearts don't really matter. Still, it's just kind of frustrating being this sloppy. Alright, we're here at a much more reasonable time this time. Not ideal, but something to work with if things go well. No joy. Hey! It's a 2. Alright. There's something to work with at least. Like this. Assuming the treasure box game plays long, has a chance to PB still. So, let's go. Oh, come on! That's some junk. Thank you, Count. Didn't have the wherewithal to do it myself. Hopefully we're not doing too much counting here. I don't know, I just like to get the bottle now. From the merchant. So I just blow the whistle over here, run over to get it, and then by the time I've bought it, the bird's ready to go. I feel like it helps me not forget things too. Might not be the frame perfect fastest way to do it, but works for me. I tend to get the ice rod here too. Just because, why not? Oh, you stupid. Oh. And then you gonna show up too. Man, if I died there, I don't know what I'd done. I'd have to probably sit and ruminate on that for a day or two. Don't you dare. There we go. Let's pick up a couple of these. Don't need all of them, but just want to give myself a little bit of a buffer. Like yesterday, Treasure Box game took 4 attempts, and in those 4 attempts, I got no rupees. That kind of stuff happens sometimes. As unlikely as it is, it does happen sometimes. Okay. That's like the one benefit of not playing on version 1.0 JP. Because that is possible. Nice to see it happen. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, no. Thought for sure I jumped on his head. I was like, for sure I landed on him there. Not really sure why I chickened out on that dash there. Didn't need to. There's something didn't feel right. Oh. Oh, congratulations. You got me. Oh, ooh. Leave me alone. Ooh. Thought he'd hit me. Back away. Oh. Okay. Again, I don't know why. Oh! Thank you, game. That's okay, as long as I don't get hit again. As long as I don't get hit again. Thank you. Hey, got lucky. Alright. Do me a favor, don't shoot a fireball down the pipe here. Done that a few times lately. Thank you. Oh, no, okay. All right. As long as I didn't fall off, it's not that bad. Well, maybe I'd get lucky. I didn't. Oh, not good. I thought I'd gotten it. Going to be about a minute behind. That's about right. That's about right. Still under 2 hours, and a minute behind means I can catch up. I just need to be relatively close on the next few dungeons. I can't afford to, like, have any big mistakes. Didn't need to dash left there, but it's already done. Like, I've got 45 seconds to make up on Turtle Rock, so that'll help out a lot. The Ice Palace, I can potentially make up time. It's going to be not easy. Swamp Palace, as long as I don't lose too much time there. Like, I mean, technically I could gain time, but it'd have to be a gold split, and that's not going to be extremely easy to do. This is what no hammer dashes does to a man. I gotta be careful, like, lately I've been accidentally pressing buttons way too much. And then I mirrored way farther from the door than I needed to, but that's because yesterday I actually mirrored on top of the door. And learned what that does. Just being a little bit overcautious. Should have hit the A button. You can jump with the chest there. Just being overcautious. No. That was dumb. Well. Go get the flippers now. Oh. Well. Luckily I had invincibility, friends. Oh, come on. Just so we're aware, under 2 hours is the Coke goal. If I can't PB, that's the Coke goal, is just to try to get it under 2 hours. I've still only done that once, technically. Yeah, like I really need to play the second half of this game more. Playing the first half over and over again has greatly improved my time on that. The second half hasn't been as fortunate. Oops, I guess I was too far to the left. Didn't think so, but reality taught me otherwise. Realistically, unless I just get like ridiculously lucky, if I want to get this down to 155, being consistently under 2 hours is going to have to be a thing. I'm sure I hit that button. Whatever. Bomb helps. Not the most important bomb in the world. Oops. Oh. How did I do that? Oh, get away from me. Ah. Not great. Better than it could have been. I've had much worse disasters there. I've also had it go a lot better than that. That was much better than I've been doing that recently. Again, this is what no bum jumps does to a person. Too bad I didn't need it. There's sometimes I really need that. I would have liked it. And I've got it sometimes in those circumstances, but not most of the time. Stupid sword beams getting in the way. It's a one-hit kill with the sword. Oh, of course you did. Oh, of course you did. You... Fireworms, maybe second least favorite enemy in this game. Alright. Thanks for stopping in. Take it easy. See you again later. Alright. Mothman, don't give me no guff. Uh-oh. Come on, man. Okay, thank God. Just couldn't get that last hit. I picked up time here, too. Unfortunate. Better fight there. I could have picked up at least 5 seconds. That's too bad. Left up. Oh, guess I was a little bit too high. Just to be clear, those mushroom things are my least favorite enemy. All right. Got it. All right, here we go. This dungeon's been really up and down for me lately. Sometimes I do really well, and sometimes it's just a disaster. PB, this was a gold split. So, not much room for error. I don't want to lose time, that is. Oh. I really need to practice these levers. That's one thing I noticed from watching some other runners. They get off of those real quick. I don't know what the timing for that is. Oh, come on. I don't know, I'm saying come on there. Like, that's guaranteed to hit you if you do what I did. It's just me being stupid. Oops. Oh, I thought that might happen. Usually doesn't. Just had a feeling. Oh, man. Whatever. Tis what tis. You tried. Oh, man, that's unfortunate. I see something new every day. Really surprised I didn't get hit. Also really thankful. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I gotta figure out that stab trick someday. Assuming it's possible in this version of the game, I think it is. If I do that right, I can get it to where as soon as the spin attack is over, he jumps. But I was a little bit slow there. Oh, how much time am I going to lose? I'm going to lose time. I just don't know how much. About 8 seconds. That's too bad. Oh, come on, man. Don't do that to me. Are you ready for an ice palace where we get the big key? Because that's what's happening. Oops, I forgot about that. That's not guaranteed to open there. What are you thinking? Mess that up a little bit. Yay! Alright, can I get this trick right? Too far. Oh, come on. I didn't think I hit that. I know I hit that. Oh, that was bad. try to avoid taking any more damage than this if I can. Probably a tall ask. Oh, how did I do that? I've never done that. Literally never done that. This makes this a little bit messier. A little bit of bad luck here, I could be dead. Oh, Lord, like that. Don't know why it didn't grab the tongue. I don't know why. I literally don't know why. I guess I'm thankful for that. Not really moving the needle much. Better than nothing though, I guess. Technically don't have to pick that up, but I probably should. I probably should. Oh, come on, man. What has happened here? Those little misses add up in a hurry in this dungeon. Oh, I hate this room, I hate this room, I hate this room. Okay. Oh, come on. I hit that sword button. Okay. Got away. Suck. This is a little bit too high when I was using the fire rod. I need to be a little bit lower. Keep him in that corner. Let's see. How much time am I going to lose? I am going to lose a little bit of time here, I think. I'd be surprised if I didn't. Oh. I'll come out about dead even. 0.2. My PB wasn't all that great in the Ice Palace. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Please don't do anything. Thank you. Alright. I'm alive. I've certainly had runs in there before. I need 14 hearts. Like, there's a way to get through here with 13 hearts. I don't know how to do it. Sorry. Gotta have 14 hearts to get through here. Or the magic cape. One of the two. And I don't have the magic cape routed in before this, so 14 hearts it is. Alright. Let's go. Bad button input there. Really wish I could figure out a route where this was giving me full hearts here, but I don't know one at the moment. At least not one that I can pull off. Careful here because if things go a little bit wrong, you can be dead in a hurry. Oh, like that. Unfortunate. That happens though. Alright. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Oh, come on, man. Oh. Whatever. I'm alive. Take those bombs. just safety. Oh, come on. Whatever. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Wasted menu. Got ahead of myself. Oh, what? Of course. Oh. Learned a new lesson there. Make sure those things aren't too far to the right. Oh, come on. Thought he was about to run into me. Oh. Oh, Lord. You got me. RNG nailed me there. Damn it. Oh, Lord. It's over. Oh. Damn it. That first eyeball hit and just throws everything off. Still doesn't explain a 20-second loss there. My God. "20 seconds is a lot. I'm actually not really sure why I lost so much there." Oh, wait. What am I doing? Oh! What the hell happened? Well, that was an interesting way to end the run. Couldn't even begin to tell you what happened there. I don't know, I guess I was supposed to go right, and I guess I hit a little bit of down right, and the down just took everything over, I guess is what happened there. So I wasn't pressing left, obviously. Oh well. But yeah, that's dead. So, unfortunate. That's at the end of the day, I guess it's just my fault. Like, I didn't realize that was going to happen there. I would have never imagined that pressing away from the ledge would have made me jump off of it, but that is exactly what happened, so I'm screwed. Like, I mean, I can get back there, but that's like a 2-minute process, so there's no point in continuing anymore. But that's going to be all for this run, unfortunately. What time is it? It's 8 o'clock. Thanks again to... The name was, I think, was Daisel... Yeah, Daisel Shine. Like, thank him again for the raid here, and like, I know some of those people kind of stuck around since then, and thanks again for watching to this point. Sorry you couldn't finish a run there. I probably going to be doing this tomorrow around the same time again. Like, maybe a little bit early. I was supposed to start a little bit earlier today, but had to get some stuff ready, and it ended up taking a little bit longer than I expected, so I started a little bit later. But I tend to do this every day around the same time, so around 4 p.m. JST. And I run for about somewhere between 3 and 4 hours, so ideally I can get one run in there somewhere. Like, if, you know, because I'm going to get some bad RNG here and there, I'm going to make some mistakes, but I tend to be able to finish, or at least have one run a day that's at least somewhat competitive. But unfortunately, this one kind of ended on a unusually bad note. That was not how I expected that one to go down, but that happens. Like I said, I've only been doing this for about 2 months, so like compared to some other people, like I'm going to be a lot more rough around the edges, especially like movement, and then like things like this happening that I didn't realize what happened. But I do appreciate it, everyone who's watching. As always, appreciate everyone who does watch, spends any time watching. And if you enjoyed it, like buttons or subscribe buttons, follow buttons, always appreciate it. In about 45 minutes from now? Yes, 45 minutes. So 9 o'clock JST. I'm going to be streaming from my PS5 Another Crab's Treasure. It's first time playing it. Little, like, I'm not unexperienced in Soul games. I played Dark Souls, starting from Demon Souls, all through Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring. I've never played Sekiro. And then, like, a lot of the Souls-likes I haven't really touched. This is actually going to be the first Souls-like that I've ever played, I think. So, but someone played it and they enjoyed it and they asked me to try it out, so I'm going to do that today. And I expect I'll probably enjoy it, but that's going to be about 45 minutes now, so if you're interested, by all means, come back around then, and I'll see you then. But if not, I hope to see you again at some point in the future, whether it links past or something else. Thanks again for watching, and everyone have a good evening. All right. That is all. Hope to see you soon.